going on, guys? Gray Disciple back with an Infinite Warfare gameplay. Yes, this will be my first commentary over an actual gameplay where I talk about the game. A lot of questions, I have a lot of opinions I want to share with you, but first let me just tell you a little bit about the gameplay. It's on the map Throwback. I know everybody's putting up these same 3 maps. They actually just added another one. I think it's called Precinct. It's pretty cool. And they added Kill Confirmed, but by the time this goes up, I'm sure everybody's already going to know that. I start off with a couple of different weapons, just messing around a little bit. I think the first one is that NV4. The second run, I had gotten this gun from a supply drop, and I was just going to give it a shot. I don't even know what it's called. But then I switch over to my favorite gun so far, which is the K-Bar, and I mentioned it in another video. And once I switch over to that, I slow down, I play to the gun's strengths, and I go on a very long streak, and I do some pretty disgusting things to the enemy team. Now once I get to that K-Bar, I think it's about a minute and a half into the gameplay, and you'll see it's lime green. Now, let me tell you about the setup on it, because I've gotten some questions on this. First off, the sight on it is kind of like a target finder type sight. It outlines the person's body. It just helps you to focus in on that person just a little bit, okay? Then I have quick draw. Now I have since unlocked stock, so I've been using stock instead of quick draw. And then I use rifled barrel just to give you that extra stopping power on the weapon, and extended mag so I can spray down 3 to 4 guys, because you're going to find when you're playing this game, people run in groups, alright? And it's just because nobody really understands the map, so they're constantly spawning on each other and running with each other. As for the perks, in this game I'm running dexterity, momentum, and hardwired. My current setup now though is dexterity, which is basically sleight of hand. I run ghost, and then in my second tier I run hardwired, and it kind of works for me. Alright, so that's enough about the overall setup. Now when I switch over to the K-Bar, let me just put it to you this way. You gotta play like everybody else is playing. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. There are a lot of head glitchers, people patrolling small areas of the map. I wouldn't say camping. Occasionally you'll come up against a guy who's camping in a corner. It doesn't happen that much. You guys just slow down. You can't rush yet. You're just gonna have to pace yourself, get accustomed to the timing, which is probably the most difficult thing. The timing in 2 aspects. One is the time to kill an enemy, and the speed in which you die. That's a big thing in this game that you guys are gonna have to learn, and that's the health regeneration. It seems a little slow. Merc, the rig Merc has a perk on it which will actually regenerate your health faster. It's a big plus to running Merc, and it is noticeable, okay? That's a downside right now for me in the game, is I can't rush. Now, you've seen some of the clips of me rushing. I cannot pull that off very often. I can usually rush in and kill 3 to 4 guys, but I cannot do anything near what I can do in Black Ops 3 yet, and that has nothing more to do than just timing in the game, alright? So let me tell you so far what I've picked up. The first one. This game is kind of like Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 3 all rolled into one. The maps and the characters, the overall look of them, they look like Advanced Warfare. The character model movements remind me of Modern Warfare 3. The actual movement on the map looks like Black Ops 3, but it's really, really slowed down. And the guns, most of the guns remind me of Ghosts. Isn't that interesting? All those games in one. The game has its moments, man. When you're hitting your stride and the connection's on your side and you got the rotation right, this game is a lot of fun. You get that Rambo feeling. Okay, here's another thing. For everybody who hasn't played the beta or Xbox guys, the silencer or the suppressor on the weapons ruins the gun. I want it to work so bad, but it almost feels like it requires 2 to 3 extra shots to kill a guy when you put a suppressor on the weapon, so just keep that in mind. It's really good though. When you have Ghost and a suppressor, you can flank, but a lot of guns head to head without a suppressor are going to lay you out. The UAV spam is real, so as fast as you can, get up to level 18 and unlock Ghost. It allows you to play more conservatively, because when that UAV goes up, you feel like you just have to run non-stop to get away from the enemies or to kind of trick them. So get to Ghost as quickly as possible. I've spoken about the colors, you know, they're dulled down. You know, like in this gameplay in the background, I've added saturation to it to, you know, really bring out those colors and make them pop. I'm hoping that some of the maps that we haven't seen yet are going to be a little bit more bright, because these gray tones, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily hurt my eyes, it's just not very catching. I've noticed that some of the guns need buffs, but most of them play right in their little lane of traffic. Like an AR handles pretty good from mid to long, SMGs short to mid. The shotguns are not OP at all yet, although we haven't seen all the attachments unlocked and what they can exactly do, but I don't feel like they're too OP. The pistols, they don't really lay anybody else. The main issue for me in this game, and I don't want to complain or anything like that, the snipers. The snipers are absolutely ridiculous. They one-shot you everywhere. I have rushed up on snipers and they hip fire and kill me. I mean, the quick scoping is in this game. You'll get into lobbies where there's like 3 or 4 guys sniping side by side, and they are virtually impossible to approach, because if they hit you in the kneecap, in the pinky toe, in the arm, you're gonna go down. And if you don't believe me, when you get this game, or if you want to try out the sniper rifles, oh my goodness, they are OP. I personally don't like sniping. I like to run around, so that's just me. The score streaks, you know, the UAV obviously works. The little scarab thing, the HCXD, moves way too slow. You won't really get many kills with it. The Scorcher, which is that lightning strike, i.e., what's it called, rolling thunder type streak, it works pretty well if you hit them just right. I've called in this one, it's kind of like a hellstorm in a way, but it's more like where you pick 3 spots like with a lightning strike. It works really cool. I like that one. The Loki, I've gotten that like 5 times. The thing is awful, and I don't know what the Guardian is. I've called it in like 6 times. I don't even know if I've gotten a kill from it. You guys tell me, maybe I'm doing something wrong with the streaks. The only other thing I'll say to the game is, at times, it is difficult trying to differentiate the enemies from the friendlies. The color tones, I mean, they've got to create some type of outline or something so you can see which one's a friendly and which one's an enemy, because everybody's running as the same character models. It's not like Black Ops 3 where you could really tell who the enemies were by the way Treyarch notified them, but in this game it's very hard at times to tell, is that a friendly or an enemy, and that could become a huge issue once we finally get into the hardcore mode. So far, here's my feelings on it. The game plays great. The controls are tight, the hit detection is spot on. The maps are a little bit chaotic, but I'm starting to understand them a little bit more, and I'm looking forward to hardcore, because I think hardcore is going to be right up my alley. If anything, here's what I would say. Either they need to A, increase the time to kill, or B, speed up the health regen. One of those things need to be tweaked in order for people to really have a lot of fun and go crazy in this game. So that's where I'm at right now. Now, as for a pre-order, I think everybody should pre-order it and give the beta a shot. I mean, why wouldn't you? You can put down $5, and if you don't like it, you get your $5 back. As of right now, I'm keeping the game. I like the game. I'm looking forward to Call of Duty 4 Remastered. I'm probably going to go ahead and cancel my order on Xbox for now, though, because I don't think it's good enough for me to have 2 copies. That's me. Alright, you guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, I welcome you. I ask you to hit that subscribe button, because I'm here every day, baby.